In the fellowship of the butthole.
That sounds beautiful.
Right, dude? It's like fucking poetry, dude.
Oh, man. How you feeling?
Much better.
You sound
much better. Yeah.
As he hawks up a lung.
Well, I mean, beforehand, you would hear me cough, and it would something along the lines of like this.
Oh.
That's because, like, if I allowed myself to cough fully, my head would explode.
Oh, jeez.
But now I can, like, unleash a full cough, like a like that.
Oh.
I'm glad you can release the cough in its entirety.
Yeah, no full skull pressure, and you know that I can handle. That right there has absolutely no detracting factor on me. But the fact of the matter is that, like, if I breathe any funny, if I breathe in the way that was kind of weird, my body would be like, "What's that? Is it time to cough? Let's do this!" And like, I'm like, "No, wait, stop!" And then my head explodes.
Your body sounds metal as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish it wasn't. I didn't ask for any of this.
Oh gosh. Awful.
Well, I hope that you do. No, you don't have whatever the hell I had like a couple months ago. That was just not.
That was bad. You had that cough that lasted like 3 weeks.
I didn't have a voice too. Like it was just I don't even know what the hell it was.
I caught it through the Skype call.
I keep sending people viruses.
Oh yeah, that's you and Fear Crawler shared an illness.
Yep.
Also, I remember that.
You know, I got an email from MissMonster, and I opened it up, and it was just like AAAHHHKKKKKKAAHHHKKKKK.
Hello, CTC. How are you? We're just waiting for the to arrive. Sinister is.
It was just a phonetic spelling of your coughing, and by reading it, I caught what you had, and that's exactly what happened.
I bet it is.
Precisely what it was. Alright, so.
I'm so sorry. I still cough. I have like the little old lady cough going on, but.
Oh.
Okay, that's like.
There are fireworks all over the place in my neighborhood. You might be able to hear some of it.
That's
oh
nice.
yes.
It'll sound like I'm in a war zone.
Back in Nam.
Back in Nam. Guys, please. So Brandon actually doesn't like being called Brad. Is that true? He does not like being called Brad.
What's his? But.
His name is Brandon, and Danny calls him Brad. I don't know how the Brad thing started. I feel like it's an inside joke that we're not in on.
Gotcha.
Or I'm not in on it, at least. I thought we were allowed to call him Brad.
If it annoys him, I will gladly call him Brad.
It's funny, because last time I called him Brad, and I didn't even think about it, and then Danny giggled, and then Brandon was like, "Thanks, Danny." Like... Oh, God.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, the tag has been placed. Everything is as it should be.
Alright, well...
I even threw down both your names. What's this?
Oh, snap. I'm signing into the Twitter.
Shadow Walker has informed us that he might join later. Oh, look at that. You got a fucking cheat sheet and everything.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I keep all the stuff. Oh, yeah, that's too much of a pain in the ass to do that separately. Oh, okay, we can replace Shadow Walker with you since he's not around. There we go.
Replaced.
That's pretty neat.
It is now your sole duty to protect Axeman in your shadow. Keep him safe in your shadow.
God, my shadow's
So grow
small.
a shadow and keep him safe in it.
I can try.
Right,
I'm in.
We can start now. Sinister is late.
Late.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Oh, resume.
You see, if you give him an inch, he'll walk a yard.
Is that like a an Imperial Yard, or is it something else in Boston? A Yad?
I don't know. I kind of didn't even mean to say it that way. Just kind of happened. That's not to say that I have a thick Boston accent.
No, you definitely don't.
Does your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard?
To the Yad?
My habit cab brings all the fucking dudes to the fucking Yad kid.
Oh my god.
Alright, everyone, so we got MissMonster, we got Axeman Cartoons. We're gonna play this son of a bitch. I'm gonna beat it in 5 deaths or less.
You know, if Tom Brady were playing the game, he'd do it in 1 death or less. He would only need 1 cup of... He'd only need 1 cup of Dunkies. Fucking black, dude. No cream, no fucking sugar, just black.
Oh my god.
None of this pussy-ass fucking caramel shit.
Oh god. Why immunity 0?
And let me tell you something, dude. Dude, let me tell you something, alright? Tom Brady is only drinking from Dunkies because he has to fucking represent his local fucking community, dude, alright?
From Dunkies?
He doesn't need the fucking coffee. That's just the kind of guy he is, you see.
Okay.
Alright?
Whatever you say.
And if any of you motherfuckers tell me that he cheated, oh,
wondering what we're doing, Immunity, I made an attempt at a Boston accent, and the Axeman called my bluff. He called and raised, and I lost, and I had to fold.
Alright, so we're following the story of some kid. He's running around in the middle of the fucking night, right? He's just running through the fucking woods. He's gonna jump over that pit of spikes, right? Because he ain't got no time to fucking die. He's gonna die 5 times or less in order for this fucking bet to win.
Oh god.
And now this
right, the stakes can never be higher.
By Tom Brady.
He's gonna climb down that fucking rope, alright, dude? Seriously, that's some serious upper body fucking strength right there, alright? He's gonna jump down. Oh my god, my ankles would have shattered, alright? Alright, he's gotta go inside this cave. I don't know what the fuck this kid's problem is. Why the fuck would anyone ever do that? I have no fucking clue. Alright, get on the boat. Alright, dude, he's fucking departing from the harbor.
I mean, I don't know if I could take any of this stream seriously.
Dude, he's on a fucking Plymouth whale watch, dude.
Well, what we found
we're well known for that.
Axeman's new favorite online series is called Real People in Commercials.
Okay.
So there's a channel, I think a channel called Zebra Corner, and they do these sketches where they stick, they take a commercial and they put, a real guy, not an actor, in the commercial. And the real guy in the commercial is the Bostonian named Mark.
Mark!
And, oh, God. And now Mark is Axeman's best friend.
Dude, he's the fucking perfect representation of the working man, alright? Dude, here in Boston, we take our fucking working ethic very serious, alright? Alright, none of you fucking millennials, all y'all want to do is just fucking sit around,
Mark is a millennial.
Drink your fucking beers.
Oh, God.
Dude, you fucking lost your head.
I this today and I did it anyway.
Dude, you walked right into that bear trap and you lost your fucking head.
I missed the first one. Usually I walk into the first one, I didn't do the other thing. Oh god. Immunity 0 says maybe this kid is Tom Brady.
The thing about Tom Brady is that he has no Bostonian accent.
He doesn't?
He doesn't, because he's not Bostonian.
Why do Bostonians love Tom Brady?
Because he wins.
I don't even know, who is he? Is he one of the Bruins? I assume he's one of the teams.
He's hailed as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Up until Deflategate. Until, he was accused of playing football with a deflated football. And, just like the rest of the world immediately found itself despising Tom Brady. And, Tom Brady is... But, within his local community in Boston, everybody looks at him like he's some kind of a god.
He's from
Now-
California.
Is he?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, every star player from any location is a person who was bought and hired out of state. All right,
That's
like
true, yes, yeah.
your local sports team, especially like in hockey,
All
right?
the guys,
your Bruins-
all the Vancouver Canucks are like from Ireland. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say.
90% of them are Irish.
Your Bruins team are either from Scandinavia, Russia, or they're from Canada. I know during 2011 when we won the World Cup, we had the World Star goalie Tim Thomas, and I believe that Tim Thomas is from Minnesota.
Oh. Yeah, that's true. All those guys get passed around quite a lot, don't they?
Yeah, they do. It's a business, and these guys, they're like trading cards, you know.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily represent the community. They just play for the name, which is a brand on the community. But hey, that's just me. But fucking Tom Brady do it, all right?
So why do Bostonians love Tom Brady?
Because Tom Brady wins. Tom Brady has won, like, I believe, 5 Super Bowls.
Oh wow.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, he won the latest Super Bowl. The deficit was, I believe, everything.
Oh,
We were at 12.
What is that team? So he's on the Patriots.
Yes,
Okay.
he's New England Patriots. And yeah, like we were down by like I don't know, a little over 100 points. Like everything was absolutely hopeless.
Yeah, I heard it was
And-
like really bad, and then they just like out of nowhere they just won.
Out of the blue, we turned everything around.
That's pretty inspiring.
And if everybody already hated Tom Brady because of the accusation of Deflategate, well, you can bet your ass they fucking despise him now because, in spite of the fact that like they decided to run his reputation into the ground based on some story that may or may not be true. You know, I'm pretty impartial to Deflategate. Tom Brady still won.
Mm-hmm.
And like his reputation after Deflategate kind of showed that you got owned by a spider.
I am playing fucking garbage today.
Cabbage.
I mean, I'm just gonna say that in spite in spite of and understand that I am talking from limited knowledge here. But in spite of all the accusations that Tom Brady received, he was still able to prove that he was a competent football player, regardless of whether or not his cheating advantage, his alleged cheating advantage, was shown or not. And case in point, latest Super Bowl. Dude, you can't let this spider fucking own you anymore.
No, I'm not. I haven't let this spider own me in a really long time.
All right, but enough about this football shit because we're guaranteed to attract I don't know, Giants fans or something, and they're gonna come in here and start yelling at me, and I won't have a foot to stand on because I know nothing about football. So
Immunity?
I,
Are you a Giants fan? Immunity said Tom Brady won 5 and lost 2, and both times he lost to the New York Giants. He's the best quarterback in the history of the NFL. Nobody likes Tom Brady, so you're okay for now. He respects Tom Brady.
yeah, I mean, like Tom Brady is like probably one of the most prominent athletes in sports.
That's pretty impressive.
So of course he's gonna be hated by everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a meme that pretty much summarized it up really well. It was Vince Vaughn talking to Will Ferrell in what's it called? That movie Anchorman. I hate you with every moral fiber of my being, but god damn it, do I respect you.
Yep. Yeah, two different things. That's good. It takes a big person to admit that they respect someone even if they don't like them.
But I'll tell you what, dude. If you talk about Tom Brady outside of New England, you know, just check your surroundings. Make sure that you're in a place located. You're located in a location filled with polite people.
Thank you, MissMonster. I appreciate that. You do this as a Cowboys fan.
I wore a Bruins beanie to a
Oh, jeez.
to a place in Brooklyn. And I did it. I walked into a bar while the Bruins were playing with a couple of the Bruins were playing with, oh my god, what was the hockey team of New York? There were two of them. I guess the Islanders are gonna die.
Oh my god, why did I do that?
Hey, you know what though? We don't see you. Your fate's uncertain. Maybe you didn't die. Discount this. Just chalk it off. Call it a mulligan.
Mulligan.
And all we did was banter back and forth. We had fun.
That's good.
But I mean, I've heard horror stories. I've heard horror stories. Like I remember, it was I believe it was 2011, and that was when the Bruins Bruins beat out the Canucks for the World Cup, right? But I think one of the most intense portions of the series was definitely going to be the Bruins versus the Montreal Canadiens. And my god, was that an intense series. I watched every second of it, and it was just the most crazy thing I've ever seen. And the animosity was undeniable. Right, so we go to Maryland Death Fest to go see Neurosis, because they were playing there, so we drove a couple of states to see this band. And then pretty soon you're going to understand why we're willing to do such things.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, by the way. I am so excited.
Oh, 32 days.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this, right? This was a 4-day weekend for me, and I got like remarkably sick to the point where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't animate. I could barely even talk to you guys. And I'm gonna call that a sacrifice. That the
from your weekend, because
it was a sacrifice that Axefest 27 demanded.
That's a remarkable sacrifice to make. Thank you.
I sacrificed it unwillingly, but it was a sacrifice I made nevertheless. But anyways, we were at Maryland Death Fest to see Neurosis, and people from all over the world came to this, right? And so my buddy who was wearing a Bruins hat comes on, and this is like right after the Bruins beat out two Canadian teams. And this guy runs up to him from Canada. He goes, "Oh my God, you a Bruins fan?" He's like, "Yeah, I support Canadians." I'm like, "Oh shit, okay." Yeah, the Montreal Canadiens. He admitted he was a that fan. I'm like, "Okay, so I'm gonna have to fight this guy." And like he grabs him by his shoulder and goes, "You broke my heart." And then they proceeded to have a heart-to-heart conversation, and they actually got along really well.
That's good.
So I don't know, man. I don't get sports people.
No, they're weird.
Dude, you just got tired.
Thank you.
You got so tired.
Replacement for Shadow Walker. I appreciate that. Thought MissMonster was supposed to be his replacement. Okay, Phantom says, "Oh fuck yeah, Axeman. He's happy you're feeling better." And Heidi. Yeah, and Heidi. Heidi's here too, everyone.
Rangers and Islanders, that's what it is.
Phantom wants more stripper stories. Muty says Rangers and Islanders. I'm guessing those are teams. Josh is here. Hello, Josh.
He wants more stripper stories. Have I ever told you the story about how I went to a strip club and promptly got ignored by every stripper in there?
Oh my god. So it was like the exact opposite of your most recent trip, I guess?
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very unflattering.
Uh-huh.
Or yeah, exactly. Like strippers. Like these are just like what can you say about strippers that you can't say about people who grew up without their fathers and just have like all of the and have all of the daddy issues, have all of the STDs, all of the addictions to heroin or cocaine or what have you. Now, you consider them a tier below the average working man, and I go in there and none of them would even look at me.
Well, that's just bad business. Like, how do they know you're not gonna like throw down like $1,000, like $1,500 on bottle service?
Don't do it! Don't do it! Oh!
I was too engrossed in your story. Continue.
Alright, I take full responsibility.
No, that's okay.
I take full responsibility.
No, I know that. I know this method very well. That was my own fault.
No. Nope, I'm shouldering the blame.
Got back to my cousin's wedding. I would have taken Heidi as my +1, but she said no. What? Do you have any cousins that are having quinceañeras? I'd like to go to a quinceañera. I never got to have one, Josh.
What is it? A what?
Just kidding, didn't even ask. I probably should have. Oh, well, Josh is, okay, I have to be careful with how I answer this. There are 39 wrong answers and only one right one. Oh, God. Oh god, okay, the name of the country escapes me at the moment. Josh is of South American background. He had a cousin that had a wedding. Apparently I was supposed to be asked to this wedding, but I never was. So I just told Josh, no, if you have a cousin that's having a quinceañera, I'll go to that, because I never got one. I'm not Spanish.
So, I was thinking, because the story of this game is so ambiguous,
yes,
we would decide what the story is ourselves. Now, what I did was I took it upon myself to look up the 7 basic plots.
Okay.
Alright, so, we're just gonna go through them one by one. The meta plot. The meta plot begins with the anticipation stage, in which the hero is called to the adventure to come. This is followed by a dream stage, in which the adventure begins, the hero has some success, and has an illusion of an invincibility. This is then followed by the frustration stage, in which the hero has his first confrontation with the enemy, and his illusion of invincibility is lost. I'm reading this, by the way. This worsens in the nightmare stage, which is the climax of the plot, where hope is apparently lost. Finally, in the resolution, the hero overcomes his burden against the odds. Well, it can't be this. This can't be the story.
Not quite.
He never had any anticipation stage, unless you count the part where he like sees the girl halfway into the game. You could call that the dream stage, where he experiences a sensation of invincibility, but is immediately disillusioned by his impending sense of success by getting brain fucked by a worm, and then having to overcome these harrowing odds of like crushing machinery that is just downright intimidating. That informs me that you have met with an untimely demise. Has it happened yet?
No, we're still okay.
Alright, you got this. Alright.
I can still go the rest of the game without dying, you never know.
Absolutely, I believe you. Overcoming the monster. The protagonist sets out to defeat an antagonistic force, often known as evil, which threatens the protagonist and protagonist's homeland. Alright, so is there any notion of this character having a homeland in which he needs to defend?
Wait, why would you ask me to go with you, Josh? Why would you not ask Consuela? I just died.
Consuela, I just died. She sounds lovely.
Ask his best friend Consuela.
It reminds me, I gotta actually throw something at Virgin real quick.
Oh, and that's true. You should have asked Phantom to go with you. He's a blast at weddings, I'm sure. He probably just gets the most drunk out of everybody there.
I feel like he would be like making out with fire.
He'd probably get on the dance floor and he would just be on fire.
I know what he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I don't think anyone ever knows what he's talking about. I think because he's a ghost, the things he says kind of get lost in translation, like when his speech passes through the veil, it gets kind of discombobulated. So then we don't. So then what he's saying makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to us because it's been through the veil from another plane of being. Is that right, Phantom? Am I right? I'm like dying from all the things I never die from today.
Hey, you know, you die now so that you can die less later.
That's true.
It's a valid point.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, we're not the only ones then.
I'm offering Ferrigan a website that'll provide him with tools that'll help him improve as a writer.
Oh, that's nice.
I was watching a few of their videos today.
So was I.
Oh, my screen is...
Yeah, anybody who aspires to be a writer, I would highly recommend visiting the website tvtropes.com. I'm sorry, tvtropes.org.
Oh, I think Happy Shadows is a writer. I heard he writes good stories, I think.
I mean, it might not improve your lexicon per se, but it'll definitely give you a sense on how to choose how events of said the events that you have come up with unfold, essentially.
I think Consuelo is always the logical choice, Josh, for that. You could have also asked MissMonster. She does a great bachata, I heard. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
She'd go to that wedding with you and dance up a storm. Dance up a
Hey, I was close enough. Oh my god.
You got yourself mind fucked.
That's okay, it'll go away.
Whoa!
Hey,
yeah, alright.
Where was that for the rest of the game?
Jump over the box, jump over the box.
Oh, I like the choice of how you spelt the death clock today.
Yeah, I think Metalocalypse would be pretty disappointed in me at this point.
Not necessarily. Your death spells gore. And they appreciate gore.
Oh, so they want more then. Okay.
They want more death, because death is metal. This is why the most prominent and most intense variation of metal is considered death metal.
That's true.
Alright, well, you want to know why it's called death metal?
Why?
It's a remarkable story, actually.
Please.
Alright, so... there was a time in my life where I actually took it upon myself to try and do some research into the roots of metal and try and learn as much as there was to know about how and why metal came to where it was and how it came there. And in order to do this, I decided to trace metal down to its roots. And at its roots, the farthest back that you can go with metal is stems as far back as was it the blues, basically. there were old school there were those old school songs like, you know, God, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but just those really old songs from the 60s and 50s.
Yes, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Singers would actually shout, and that actually played a huge influence on it, but essentially it was the blues. And Black Sabbath, bands like Black Sabbath, Led Zeppelin, and Deep Purple all derived influence specifically from the blues, and from there they established what we call the first wave of metal in general. Right, and then eventually metal diversified itself, and it all started to grow. Right now, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, and Deep Purple, they took the world by storm. Nobody, like, they were so well received, and nobody knew how to receive them. So they were essentially met with stardom, akin to that of the kind of shit that you would expect the next generation. The next series of bands that would come along to essentially provide you with, which eventually it gave way to bands like Iron Maiden, and God bless that fucking band, they're amazing. But in addition, it would provide bands like Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, Scorpions, and what have you, this, that, and the other thing. But at some point in time, you know, it gave way to this notion of glam rock, where just like basically you would play your songs, and you would just be a rock star, go back, do all the cocaine, just have all this fun, right? And I mean, like, anybody can tell you this. This is common knowledge, right? And what ends up happening next, right, is this band gets formed in Florida. And this band was just so disgusted by the whole glam rock, wild commercialization of metal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
They took it upon themselves to, instead of singing about, like, you know, drugs, cocaine, strippers, and sex, and what have you, they decided to sing about gore, murder, and terribly disgusting things.
Oh, damn.
And they called themselves Death, right? And instead of like singing in high notes, the guys just straight up screamed and made themselves sound as disgusting as humanly possible. Now, that's not to say that Death was the first band to utilize the metal scream.
Oh, so
I believe
they kind of derived out of from a like a mockery of like what traditional metal was at that point.
I mean, yes and no.
Like they were like a genre of defiance then.
Yeah, and they were not met with the commercial success that a lot of other bands received because of their inability to play ball with the record labels.
Yes.
Like I said, their music was 10 times more intense. They screamed. Their first album was called Gore Bloody Gore, I believe. I'm gonna have to verify that real quick. I think it was called Scream Bloody Gore.
Phantom says he took the world by storm. He did indeed.
But the first, as far as I can tell, the first band that coined the first band to utilize the actual scream that is associated with metal would be a black metal band called Venom. But anyways, the band Death was one of the first bands to pull this off, and their fame and popularity, while not mainstream, totally was received by other musicians. And the term death metal is not because of, like, you know, oh, death, gore, disgusting grossness, blah 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 blah. Was not received because of their love for violence, but just in tribute to that band, because the band was called Death.
Interesting. I didn't know any of those.
Yeah.
Because eventually, Death would inspire bands like Cannibal Corpse, Dying Fetus, Napalm Death. Oh god, there was this third one. Cephalic Carnage. No, not Cephalic Carnage. That band came way later. Well, this is gonna hurt me.
Did you ever listen to a band called Goat Whore?
I think I've seen them live.
Their drummer is like something else entirely.
Goat Whore?
Yeah.
I will.
I remember I went to a concert.
They're usually, I don't know if they ever headline. I know they opened up for Cannibal Corpse one time.
I went to a concert. It was called the Art of the Noise Tour, and I believe the headliner was Nile. Yeah, it was. It was Nile and Creator. Those are they were co-headliners, right? But beforehand, they had a couple of bands opening up for them, right? It was the first band that played was a band called Goat Whore. The very band that you mentioned. They came on. They started playing. They put on a really good show, by the way. After Goat Whore, Amon Amarth came on.
Yeah.
And that was a band I came specifically to see. Now, Amon Amarth was raising in popularity, but they were nowhere near as popular as they would eventually come to be. And
big one, yeah.
I think that they were playing on their Death and Fire or Versus the World tour, the album Versus the World. And yeah, they had that single Death and Fire, which put them on the map. Either way, man, they came on, they played, their set was very short. After that, a band called...
Oh, Josh, I appreciate the reference. Thank you. It did not go unnoticed.
Band after that, it was a band called Vader, renowned thrash band. The Creator played, then Nile played. The only bands that I knew of was Nile and Amon Amarth, and like the biggest regret was that I didn't know anything about the other bands. The second time I saw Goat Whore, they opened up for a band called I Hate God. Also, there was a band called Anal Cunt on the lineup as well.
I think I heard of them, yeah.
So lovely.
Oh god, that band is terrible. Like the singer is just this disgusting fat guy. who I believe is dead now. The guitarist is addicted to heroin. They keep on zig heiling on stage and like just I don't know, just really stupid. And like all their songs sound like each other. It's just I don't know. You don't really want to. It's a band that's using for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which is why they're openers and not headliners.
They're a band that's offensive for the sake of being offensive.
Oh, okay. That gets old fast, yeah. That's kind of like OTEP. Like, I like OTEP, but, like, they're just, like, so strongly political, and, like, all their songs, basically, all the ones I listen to anyway, like, it's all, like, it's all very, like, anarchist, like, defiant, like, stand up to the man and all that kind of stuff, and, like, it's when all of your songs have that same underlying theme to them, it does get boring after a while.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel you on that. I followed this band called All at War for a while, and they I'm sorry. Their first 5 songs are about how the human race failed itself because of like our political leaders or what have you. And it's just like, okay, all right, enough's enough. I can't even finish your goddamn album. Also, all your songs sound the same. Your first 3 songs are awesome, but I'm sure if your album was shuffled, I would say that I would make the same sentence every time.
Oh man.
Okay, apparently Phantom of Darkness is the lead singer of Anal Cunt, and he doesn't appreciate you calling him a big fat guy.
Wait, but he died.
Yeah, Phantom's dead. That's why he's a phantom.
Exactly.
It
just makes
full
sense.
circle.
Makes so much sense. That's funny, but he died. So seriously, too.
Yeah, he's not alive anymore.
Oh god.
I hear as part of the set, they would just bring out an armchair for him to sit on while he just screamed.
What? That's not very metal.
He would just sit on the armchair and just go, ah! Ah!
Oh, yeah. No, that was just him dying. He wasn't acting.
Oh god.
He was
dying.
He was crying out for help.
Oh god, I like when MissMonster takes stabs. She's like so nice. Oh god.
People keep saying I'm so nice. I'm not nice. Okay, I'm kind of nice, but like, certain.
It's because of people like me and you and Matthew Santoro that everyone thinks Canadians are nice. Like nice to a fault.
Wait.
With no room for rudeness.
Oh, I yelled at I yelled at some lady this weekend. She cut in the lineup at Tim Hortons. I'm like, you can go to the back of the fucking line like everybody else. And she just looked at me.
Oh, yeah.
She's like looking at me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay. You don't stand between Torontonian and their Tims in the morning.
You're my Tim. But then I gave this busker $20 because he was like fantastic at singing and playing guitar. So, I mean, there's like, there's two ways. Either get to the back.
Hi. I'm sorry I let you down today by not completing this challenge, but I'll keep trying for the sake of you and Axeman because you guys believe in me so much. Well, I guess everyone who believes in me or they wouldn't be here.
We always believe in you.
Dude, I am sweating fucking bullets right now. I am so sweaty.
Oh.
Josh.
But I could turn my fan on, but it would disrupt the stream. It would disrupt the stream.
Fuck was.
Yeah, no, the Russians tried to hack my brain, and I had to force them out, and that's the sound it makes when I get them out of my brain.
Oh no. Trying to buy.
All right, this right here is the make or break situation that tells us whether or not you are learning from your mistakes. Can you get through this part without dying once?
Yeah, I think I can. There we go.
You did. There you go. So you're good at this game.
I'm so proud.
I'm
you
good
had yourself
at
an off
this
day.
game. I make mistakes like everyone else.
But this tells me that if you stick to it, you will inevitably get this. The world's gonna ain't gonna know what's gonna hit it. The world's gonna be like, what?
I'll take the world by storm, like Phantom of Darkness. I'll be the next Phantom of Darkness. I think Shadow Walker's in the call now.
But you gotta
Oh shit!
What you gotta realize is that the devil actually has a prophecy instilled. He says when Horror with Heidi beats Limbo in 5 deaths or less, we start to infiltrate all the Dairy Queens.
What?
Oh hell yeah! Large dip codes for everybody.
No,
How dare you?
Queen, why not?
Because all your blizzards become satanic.
I don't eat the blizzards. I eat the dilly bars or the peanut butter buster
I don't trust their food.
Dude, what? Dude, you gotta go with the blizzards.
I had their pumpkin pie blizzard before. That was good.
Guy I work with gave me shit. He said I'm too small. I need to put meat on my bones.
Too small.
Yeah,
You're like 6'2".
I don't know how to do it. Yeah, cause I'm like stupid thin.
Damn.
But you eat pizza like almost every day.
It's not true.
I thought you said you needed to lose weight.
I worry about how much pizza you eat.
I thought you said you were trying to lose weight.
No, he said he was losing weight by accident.
In spite, because like we have this scale, because we have to like weigh things, right? And I actually weighed myself, and I saw that I lost like 6 pounds. I'm like, what? Why? How? What?
You eat pizza every day. How?
I haven't been eating pizza lately. I haven't been eating pizza lately because I don't know where the pizza is.
Pizza like 3 days ago.
Oh yeah, no, I bought that at a local grocery store.
So are we talking about like a whole pizza or just like a slice of
like
pizza?
A whole pizza every day.
Jesus Christ.
Eat pizza all the time.
Look, do what you gotta do.
Axeman Cartoons.
Dude, my diet killed Horror with Heidi.
It did.
I don't know if I'd call that a diet.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that
okay,
was
when you go...
That was wonderfully executed, Shadow Walker. I appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime.
When you go meet him, you have to eat.
You're not fat in any sense, Phantom.
He just said he's also Mexican. So he's just full of lies today.
I think he is.
Pizza is good, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
skinny
skinny.
fat is a thing, Josh.
That's a thing?
That's when you eat like a fat person. Why can't I do this today? You eat like a fat person, but you don't actually gain weight. Like
I used to be
any guy with high metabolism that eats like crap is skinny fat.
Sounds like a blessing.
Back in the day.
It does, doesn't it? I would love to be that.
Hello, Riley. Welcome.
Like so. Oh, hello, Riley. Wait, is that person? I don't know if there's a Riley in the chat. I just screwed up now.
I'm sorry.
I am doing absolutely terrible today.
The death clock.
The death clock is rising. Not a good
So,
thing.
Shadow Walker, I watched the stream you guys did with Judas.
Oh, it was
Please.
That was a great stream.
What is the proper pronoun for up?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
He didn't answer the question.
Answer the question.
Ask him a question. I'll be back. I'll be right back. They've left us. I don't think the guys like us
Where
anymore.
did Pete see? Pete will have to get a pizza. I guarantee you that's what he did. Oh my god.
Sorry, guys, I was
why
making
can't
a
do
pizza.
this today. Oh my god, Phantom, did you ever watch Little Nicky? That Adam Sandler movie, Little Nicky?
I love that movie.
There's that part when they think they set up that that trap to try and get Adrian into the flask.
Mhm.
Then when they're dragging away Adam Sandler's gay roommate, he calls one of the metal guys Judas, and then the metal guy's response is like, oh, Judas Priest, maybe.
Oh my god. Fuck, I need to watch that movie. It's such a good movie, but it gets shit on. Everyone hates it, I feel.
That one, and honestly, that one and Billy Madison both hold like sentimental value to me.
As much as I agree, I walked away at you at 9 deaths, and I come back 30 seconds later to you being at 15.
I couldn't do the part with the boxes for some reason today. I also haven't played this game in a week, so.
You didn't answer my question. You
Sin
walked
was
away
late 'cause he
from
was
me.
picking up
What was the question?
That's okay, Sin.
That's an acceptable
LOL, I
reason.
watched Little Nicky. Oh, so you know the part I'm talking about, Phantom? Oh, Judas Priest, maybe.
I feel like I could find the link of like just that one.
part. Well,
Just that one.
every time I die in this game, we'll just play that.
That'll be like when Let's Read
Oh my God,
does the
please do
work
that,
McDonald's.
please do it. Oh my god, we have to do that. Happy Gilmore is my favorite Adam Sandler film. Yeah, I didn't mind Happy Gilmore. I like Billy Madison is like my big favorite. I think Little Nicky is my close second.
Billy Madison is the best
Ice cream sandwiches?
Adam Sandler.
Do they have witches instead of ice cream in them? So we spell them that way, Pete?
That's right. I want an ice cream sandwich that can fight back.
Oh, jeez.
With hexes and curses.
Did you just like take a drive down to Salem and like pick up the
And-
ashes?
And spooky witches brews.
And put them inside like just a regular ice cream sandwich.
And she's all like, double, toilet trouble! And I'm like, fuck off, I'm gonna eat this.
I think I'd be fine if you never made that voice again.
Well,
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
you got a bit of a gut
You
on
at
you,
best-
Josh. That's okay though.
you at best strap yourself in.
God.
Honestly, Josh, like girls like a belly. They don't like guys that are super skinny.
Would you like to hear a fantastic story about a guy who was a sleazebag?
I guess.
I would love to.
Who purveyed this remarkable tactic on some random chick that he called on a he called this random chick. He drunk dialed her off of another friend of mine's phone. So he calls her up, proceeds to just talk to her constantly, just like, you know, just hey girl, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. And the person on the other line Well, I couldn't understand what she was saying. I'm sure she was just like, you know, who are you and why are you talking to me? At some point in time, he just started grabbing Cheetos, and
What?
he starts grabbing Cheetos and starts complaining about how they turn his hands orange.
Yeah.
But then he starts saying, you know what, though? They don't make my hands orange anymore. They make your butthole orange.
What a legend.
I sensed that she was responding with something along the lines of, what? And he goes, yeah, so, like, I eat Cheetos and your butthole turns orange.
What?
And
What a
so,
legend.
you know,
What
there
the
was
hell did you come back to?
there was banter back and forth where she demanded him to provide him with rhyme or reason as to why he was saying what it was he was
I
saying.
would also like a rhyme or reason as to why he's saying this. What is Papa Davis here? Why are you saying that, Phantom? Oh, Sinister says he loves Axe stories. I agree. I love story with Axeman. Story time with Axeman is a beloved pastime of mine.
Entertaining.
It is.
And so,
finish the story.
And so this guy, he says, you know, at some point in time, maybe I should come to your house. I'll eat a whole bag of Cheetos. Your butthole will turn extremely orange,
What?
and then, like, I can help you clean it out
What?
with my tongue.
I don't understand.
I don't think the he basically segued it into him coming to meet her so that he can fucking, you know.
He wants to finger her butthole after eating Cheetos and then lick it out. That's the gist of it.
Is that a thing?
I mean,
To him, it is.
Okay.
So, like, you know, like, I myself was kind of, like, blown away by the absolute insanity behind what this guy was saying. Like, you know, like okay, you know.
Did this really happen?
Some people, yeah. Well, I mean,
I never know with him.
No,
if
I
you
didn't
know this
either.
guy, if you know this guy, I can guarantee you that you would believe it in a second. But
Oh, you knew this person.
yeah, no, he was like on my mom's couch, and so like,
Oh, okay.
so like, all I have to say is that like, while what he said came across as utterly ridiculous and no chance in hell of it coming down, I have to say, there is a certain degree of tenacity and pure boldness. On some level, I kind of have to admire it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Is this Burnsy face?
Oh God, no.
I don't know who that is. I know what his face
No.
looks like.
No. Birdsy face is the definition of class.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about
Oh.
him.
When you say that, is it actually not? Is he not classy?
No, he's classy. He is a very classy guy, and I will defend that guy to death.
Oh, that's nice. Who is this
I have
guy?
nothing but somebody I don't know anymore. Probably a good thing, because the more I hear about him, the more I'm glad that I stopped being in contact with him.
Okay. Josh should fine. Josh should be your favorite, MissMonster. He's a cool dude.
He is my
He's
favorite
an
right now.
alright dude.
Yeah, he's beating out Phantom.
Is he beating out Phantom?
Yep.
Wow, that's a tall order. That's saying quite a lot there. Good luck finding a wedding singer who can move and shake like this.
I love that he just peers from the curtain and just hides.
Hey, it's ladies' night and the
Oh,
feeling's right.
I'll be your wedding singer.
You would be an
Honest-
amazing wedding singer.
Can you please?
You can
I
sing
feel
at
like-
my wedding, which will probably also be your wedding.
You heard it here first, guys. The public news.
Here comes the paparazzi.
Damn, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna be on Drum Alert. Oh man.
I'll be right back.
You made him leave.
Made him leave. He's just going to get a pizza. Okay.
He's gonna go cool himself down.
He's gonna go with the pizza.
Oh, he's using the bathroom.
He's gonna get a pizza on his way back. Hang on, I want to look at this chat.
So smooth.
I missed
That was
some
smooth,
things in this
girl.
chat I wanted to talk about.
I feel like a lot of them just completely missed it, and they're just focused on Pete being a wedding singer.
I think so.
Would he not be an amazing wedding singer?
He would.
He would be an incredible. He would be like a wedding singer to end all wedding singers.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh my god.
I think Lord of Terror would still be a better
He would
one.
probably
He just
be like a
write
good wedding rapper.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good lord.
He'd be like the classiest, like wedding.
The classiest
rapper.
wedding rap
The
you'll get.
classiest. What Southern Cannibal is even here? What are you talking about?
Heidi's gonna be MissMonster. No, we're not getting married. Oh my god. I think they thought me and you.
No,
I think all of them just missed that. I think all of them just missed that. I think all of them.
Well, you guys didn't miss it.
I was just getting some food.
I mean, it's not like.
See, I was right. He was getting a pizza.
Nah, no pizza this time, but get some microwavable piece of shit food.
Is it bagel bites?
Nah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you eat like anything the past 3 days? Why can't I do this?
He's eating that like a little too much there.
I am.
Getting
I mean,
into
I forced myself to eat,
Oh, that's good.
but it was like the bare minimal. So, like, as a wedding singer, like, here's the thing, right? Like during my best friend's wedding, like at some point in time, like I started like dancing and I started moving my hips. And as you guys know, my hips don't lie.
Shakira, Shakira.
I was gonna say.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. I don't know the words after that part, and then there's just the chorus.
Bonita. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
You're saying it right.
Como se llama? Evita. I don't know the words, and then they just scream Shakira.
I will forever like the gif of like, is it Voldemort? And then he's doing this thing, and it's like Shakira, Shakira.
Wait, but isn't Shakira married to like the Prince of Argentina?
Maybe.
What the hell? I'd never heard of that.
Isn't he a soccer player?
That would make sense.
Is it a
That's
soccer
just
player?
like a stereotype.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's probably right. Is someone gonna say Judas Priest maybe? Did you find that scene from the movie?
I couldn't find it.
No, we need a sound effect to play for when this happens from now on. That'll
I'm just
breathe
gonna.
some life back into this game I've played 6 times already on this channel.
I'm gonna find it, and then I'll just record it on my phone.
So yeah, I'll accept. Yeah, you can do that. You can take the Judas Priest line, or you can take the Let's Read saying you get to take it. I'll accept either.
I swear to God, I heard when I was younger that Shakira was married to the Prince of Argentina, which told me that one day Shakira would be the Queen of Argentina.
Oh, Josh put the lyrics of that song in the caption, you guys. Como se llama, bonita, mi casa, su casa. Oh.
No, that's.
I didn't know that's what he said.
Shit just got real.
It just got real.
Shakira's husband. All right.
Axeman Cartoons. Wait, what? Then she just kicks open my door. Just She just starts singing whatever, and me like, what the fuck's going on?
You don't know how young I am. Games and movies, entertainment. I'm offended by that. Just assume my age.
Are you assuming her age? Yeah.
My age.
Oh yeah, what's the pronoun for up?
How dare you?
Okay, her husband is a Spanish football.
Yeah, there you go. You play soccer, of course. Thanks for perpetuating the stereotype there, Shakira.
Does he play football for the Argentinian royalty family with
No.
family members for members of the team?
No, he plays for Barcelona's football club and the Spain international team.
Oh.
This is bullshit.
He has 2 kids. He plays defense. His salary is 5.8 million euro as of 2014.
Dang.
He is
But
1.94 meters tall.
Are his hips as honest as hers are?
Yeah, honestly, like that's what I'm concerned about.
I don't think so.
Are anybody's really?
Yeah, true.
Oh, Josh had a question about Shakira's husband. I don't know what he says. I don't know what it means, though.
Yeah, that's to pique my interest. No, that's the same. Yes, you're right, Josh.
Oh man, I don't know if I made the right choice. Oh boy.
My hips told the truth once. Come on.
Just once?
You make it look so easy. This puzzle gets me every time.
Really? Oh, it's just you have to think of it from a physics point of view with inertia and whatnot. You're good with inertia. You have to use that when you animate all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, you incorporate that stuff when it never even occurs to me. This is why I would be a terrible animator. It would be extremely cartoony.
Damn, dude, I gotta step up my limbo skills. It'll bleed over into the cartoons.
Oh, maybe. Like when you're animating Eden, like flipping around and stuff, and you're like, okay, her hair's got to do this and go with the inertia, and I'm like, what? I didn't even think of that.
Why is Derek calling me?
Oh, get him in the call.
Pick him up.
Eating a pizza to yourself is never a good choice. That's the only choice, Josh. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Phantom, pay attention.
I've beaten this game like a dozen times. Games and Movies Entertainment. You can watch the last 4 on the channel currently. The other times were just in my spare time.
I gotta check my messages real quick.
Oh, man.
What was your favorite part of the Judas stream, MissMonster?
I like the cheesy article. I think it was near the end.
Yeah, that was at the end, yeah.
I
I didn't get the ending. I think the ending was lost on all of us.
He's back to his shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. Julia, I was thinking that was an ongoing joke he came up with where, like, even though Dad was, like, a crazy psycho who killed his family, we all just, like, pretended that, like, Dad was just, like, a jokester, and he's always, like, playing around. He's never serious. So every time he does something messed up. We're just like,
Yeah,
oh,
the
Dad. I remember Brandon said that at one point. Oh, Dad did something. Oh, it's when Dad tried to like throw an axe in the character's face, and then Brandon's just like, oh, Dad.
Stop. Not again.
Dad, stop messing around. Open this door.
The ending was, I was so confused. Like, the kid.
Like, the only thing I can think of is that during the exorcism, maybe the character died? I don't know. Or maybe the character was dead the whole time. Who knows?
Possibly.
Okay, Phantom, tell us about this person, your friend's girlfriend.
Oh, she's just...
I didn't understand.
We should talk about my friend from MissMonster. I know you want to. I don't want to, because she sounds like... She just sounds like a bitch.
What? Oh, boys, don't make no mistake, guys. Boys gossip just as bad as girls do. Ask Pete about his coworkers.
Phantom and I gossip, like, 24/7.
There you go. Except Phantom is gender neutral because he's a ghost, but yeah.
In order for men to gossip, they first need to have some kind of integral foothold. They have to understand that they are in a position of moral high ground over the person that they talk shit about.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They have to believe that they're justified
in
bringing up a concern.
But like honestly, I feel like that isn't just a men's issue. I feel like everybody feels that way about gossip.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree with that. What the hell?
What?
Who shows there for the Judas live stream? You can watch the live stream for Judas, Josh. It's still on the channel.
I only gossip about my damn friend's girlfriend. Phantom's getting heated. He's thinking about it.
You know that one narrator? Oh, who is it? Tell me. Tell me in the Skype chat. I want to know.
What?
Am I allowed to know who it is? He says this. He says
They're
this
not
person is a narrator.
They are?
Are they?
No.
He said they were. He says, you know that one narrator. That's what he said. Just kidding, he's sexy. Okay, I have no idea what he's talking about now.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm like,
no one knows what you're talking about, Phantom. You probably don't know what you're talking about either.
She's just crazy, and like, she has to be with the guy all day, every day. And like, if they plan a guy's day, she's like, okay, well, what time are we going, basically? She's just there all the time.
I mean, to each their own.
Dolly isn't a dude. What?
What?
The hell?
How did Dolly get brought up into this, Josh?
Somebody said...
She's not a dude. She's a lady.
Is Phantom talking about Dolly? Is that who he's talking about?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either.
I don't know. I feel like live stream gossip isn't the best avenue for anything getting done.
No, it's and we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
It's his real life friends that nobody knows.
Oh, that's what I thought, but he's making it sound like they're not. They're like narrators also.
No, he's just fucking around.
Oh, okay. No one knows what you're talking about, Phantom.
Oh, LMAO. Okay, now he knows. He's confused everyone.
What?
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I did a disclaimer earlier in the chat saying Phantom of Darkness is on drugs, but
I think he must.
I may need to put that out there.
I think he has to be.
To live this life.
Oh, Josh was just joking. Oh, okay.
Josh was just joshing.
That's how he got his name.
Just joshing.
His real name is Enrique. No, I'm joking. That's not true. As far as I know, it's not true.
Hey, it could be.
Oh yeah, I have to say, I loved that conversation we had on Skype that one day when we were trying to decipher who your Spanish lover was. So we just kept coming up with random names.
Eduardo.
Going to see Estevez.
Esteban.
No, now I think of Sweet Life.
He's not Spanish. He just lives
in
Spain.
Yeah.
And we keep coming up with more things. Eduardo.
Enrique. Josue.
What is I need to Google this. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody guy. His name was Esteban, but it was like 90 characters long.
What?
He had like a super long name.
Yeah, here.
Like
It's his full name.
God, I'll love that show until the day I die. Sweet Life on Deck would be good, but...
Oh.
Rodrigo? Is that your real name, Rodrigo, Josh? Is that for real? Or is it just like one of your many middle names?
Esteban Julio Ricardo Montoya de la Rosa Ramirez. What's his name?
I bet you got it. I bet that's it exactly.
That's it. Oh. Oh, okay, Phantom. I see what you're talking about now. Okay.
Oh man, I feel so good right now.
That's good.
Phantom was mentioning someone who shall not be named.
Well, we got that.
Oh hey little buddy, what are you doing on the floor?
Who are you talking to?
it's kind of unhealthy if it's all the way down to a floor.
What?
What?
I'm not gonna comment further.
They look like big, strong hands, don't they?
What?
They look like big, strong, good hands, don't they? But I couldn't. They weren't big enough or good enough to rescue my friends.
What?
So I'm gonna sit here and let the nothing take me away.
What?
Burst into tears, embraces the nihilism of his fate.
What?
And we as an audience member, we as the audience, cry. I'm reciting Never-Ending Story.
Oh, I was like, what?
No, but that doesn't work. Because Josh lives in Edmonton. His family's from El Salvador, and your Spanish lover is in Spain.
Way to say all of his information there on the live stream.
What's his social security
Well,
number?
people already know.
Yeah, and his credit card number while we're at it.
I don't know what that is, but people already know he lives in Edmonton because they know we know each other in real life, and everyone knows I live in Edmonton. So not really.
Josh, run! They're
It is
coming!
so confused.
Sinister Dark Soul has provided you with a great deal of question marks.
I don't know why.
I think he's asking you for, I don't know, like death counts so he can update his
That's
spreadsheet.
his
I don't know.
job, not mine. Oh, Josh is LOLing at something, so he's fine with me exposing his location. Not that I really did.
He wrote, take my strong hand, child. If he's reference, if that was a reference to Scary Movie 3.
Oh,
With the
Scary Movie
mashed
2.
potatoes? Was it number 2?
The guy with the weird
With the mashed
hand?
potato.
Yeah, that was 2, that wasn't 3.
That's
We're
the
back.
first time I heard the word giblets, and I use it all the time. He like sticks the little hand in the turkey at dinner. He's like, oh, gotta get out all the giblets.
What? That was so gross. I actually didn't like Scary Movie 2 that much. I thought 3 was pretty funny.
Oh god. They're all like stupid funny.
They are. Actually,
But
3 and 4 were pretty funny. I laughed pretty hard at 4. I'll admit.
Wait, which one was 4? I don't know. I know
Okay,
I didn't
4
watch.
was like War of the Worlds, 8 Mile,
Oh,
The Ring.
yes. Yeah, that one was
3
funny.
was
Also, right?
Signs, and 8 Mile also. It was mostly Signs.
Kaboom!
I like the rap that he does.
Talking about Joaquin Phoenix.
No.
Not actually.
Oh, but remember when he wanted to be a rapper?
Yeah.
You see, that's what I was doing. I was using context clues.
Thank you.
That was.
Oh,
Oh!
whoa.
Just
Uh,
grazed your ankle.
Yeah, I
You're
don't think
fine.
that should kill you. That's not reasonable.
Kid's a pussy.
Yeah, for
In
real.
some ways he is, yeah. He's really strong, but he dies from just from getting his foot blown off. That's not really okay.
He's strong, stronger than he knows, but he's a millennial, so he cries victim every time. Nicely done.
Thank you, that was pretty good. That one city above Vancouver, I don't know what you're talking about, Phantom. I live in that city above Calgary.
I live in the city above Toronto.
I live extremely far away from Boston.
I'm not that far away from Boston.
I live extremely far away from Los Angeles.
I live extremely far
So
away.
Shadow Walker gets it.
That
I
counts,
get it.
right? I live extremely far away from Shadow Walker.
Yeah, you do.
You're dead.
Perfectly
No!
unperfect timing.
No.
I used to get this one right on like the first try. I remember this was like the least hardest one for me. God, I did terrible today.
Sinister Dark Soul lives in Africa.
And into the darkness
What?
blesses the rains down in Africa.
Phantom, you live in Michigan.
Oh, way to expose where he lives.
I live in Antarctica.
Let's just expose where everyone lives.
We could. We know where a lot of these people live.
My concern regards two things.
Your real name is
Subscribers?
Josh?
Subscribers and fucking polar bears.
That's Manitoba.
If I can get the polar bears to subscribe to my channel, they shouldn't give me too much problems.
What?
The problem though is that I have problem is that like a polar bear, I did get a polar bear to subscribe to my channel.
What?
And the sub-count cowboy paid him a visit.
Oh, and they made him unsubscribe because he was 2001.
Now PETA is on Pete's ass. Yes, I know, ironic. PETA is on Pete's ass. I get it. Yep. Yeah, PETA's on your ass now because you indirectly killed the polar bear.
Okay, so I have a third concern now. And in addition, the polar bears don't want to subscribe to my channel, which means that, you know, if they aren't looking to me for entertainment, they're looking to me for food.
Yep.
So yeah, they're gonna eat me. It's gonna happen. Maybe they'll make a documentary about it called The Axeman. The Grizzly Axeman.
Axeman of New Orleans. Oh wait.
Yeah, Josh. You said Spanish version of Josh, I assume. It's Josh. What else would it be? Julio? Is your name Julio? Because I think that's adorable. I'm gonna call you Julio.
Wait. Jay? In terms of like Spaniard linguistic?
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure that's pronounced like a W.
Yes.
It's pronounced like a Y, yeah. And he...
No, it's pronounced like a W. You're thinking of the Scandinavian Y, which is pronounced like a, or the Scandinavian J, which is pronounced like a Y.
No, so's the Latin one.
His name is Jessica.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
In the Latin alphabet, Jehovah begins with an I.
I think we need to change the group chat photo to that one of Brad with the zucchini head.
Who is
Brad?
What is the group chat photo?
I don't know.
It's like someone's face,
I don't
but
know.
like super.
I don't know. Brad picked it, and we have no idea who it is.
Brad.
Is it him?
It might be. I think it should be. I think we should change it to the zucchini head, though.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, we could.
Did you guys see his tweet today? Where he did another Snapchat video where he did the like zucchini head filter, and then the caption on the tweet was, "I'm supposed to be editing right now."
Yeah.
I saw that.
It said he's screwing around on Snapchat.
Oh God. I sent that one around today.
Oh god, that guy killed me.
It's such a good filter.
I don't understand it.
That's the point.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Wait a second. Derek, are you amongst us?
I don't think so.
Just like
I don't see him in here.
Slide to me.
silently not
No,
speaking.
he's not in here. He's not in the call. It's just the four of us.
Alright. I told him, you're welcome to hang out with us, and he says, we are hanging, you dingus.
He's making... I don't know. He's not in here, though.
I must... Would
He's
he
not
be
in
watching the stream?
He could be watching the stream if he hasn't said anything.
Huh.
Oh. 6 watching, 8 likes. This is good. This is good.
Any dislikes yet?
No.
We can change that.
I know, I can dislike it. I wouldn't.
I would only do that to Pete's video.
The boner one?
That one already has like
Maybe.
3 dislikes.
How dare you
that?
make fun of our community like this?
Probably.
We work really hard on our narrations, and you just shit all over it. Nope.
Ghost.
I beg your pardon.
How's your
That
what's
boner
it
video
called?
has like 2,500 views now, Pete.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the thumbnail. The thumbnail's what does it.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is.
People are perverts on the internet.
Dude, it's the thumbnail. I promise you it's the thumbnail. You know, because, like, it can't be people who are legitimately interested in the content I have to provide. Because the other video, the one about the world's most useless creepypasta character, it has 25 views. It's 25 versus 2,500. Guaranteed.
Alrighty. Thanks for coming out, everyone. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime.
Are you moving the 18?
Oh, I was for a while, yeah. Alright. Good night, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Damn
I'll see
stream.
y'all real soon.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
It's been real.